Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Halloween, which means I needed to do a Scarecrow because you guys have been requesting a Scarecrow from me for so long, so I decided to do one. Mine is loosely inspired by Cassie Farrell on Instagram. I hope I said that correctly, but her little like neck design was so cute, so I wanted to recreate it. Also, my wig is from Powder Room. They have some amazing wigs, and you guys are always asking about my wigs, so go check them out. I'll have their website and their Instagram linked down below. They have some top quality wigs, I am telling y'all. So to start my Scarecrow out, I am just tracing how I want the mouth done, you know, the patch on the eye, all that good stuff. I'm just doing a rough draft. The tracing is literally just a rough draft, and I like to do it in a lighter color most of the time. That way, in case I, you know, want to change something, I can do it easily without it affecting anything. I'm also tracing out that little neck piece I was talking about. It's kind of like a clown neck piece type of thing going on. It's similar to a clown, but we're not a clown, we're a Scarecrow. We're a Scarecrow. I am going to cover the one brow with the pouch over it, so I'm using my Elmer's glue stick, and I am just covering that one brow, really going back and forth, using a spoolie to lay it down, then using my finger to lay it more flat. And then I do a second coat of glue, and I let that dry. Maybe you should have done this before you traced everything out on your face, but I am using my Porefessional primer from Benefit. I like to do it after I trace because if you do it before, sometimes the skin is too slick and you can't draw on it. So I like to do it after I trace everything out. Then I'm just using my Kat Von D foundation, and I'm doing quite a bit lighter, and I am putting that everywhere. That is not something that I'm going to paint. I do it on my chest too, actually, though, so that's a lie. And then just for the regular side of the face, not the patch side, I'm using my Kat Von D concealer as well, and I'm just putting that underneath of my eye, blending it out, and I'm using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. It's my favorite powder in the whole world. It's like the best powder, seriously. It is. And I'm setting my powder, or my concealer with that. Yes. For the one brow, I'm using my Kat Von D Super Brow Pomade. This is in Graphite. It matches the root of the wig because the root of the wig is black. I'm just doing the brow as I would normally do my eyebrows. Nothing special or crazy here. Then I'm going to prime my eyes using my Urban Decay Eden Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Yes, like always. And I make sure I blend it into that foundation. And then for the eye on this side, I'm using my Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions. It's this pretty fall-like type of palette. So I'm going to go in with this mustardy orangey kind of colored. And I'm just putting that in my crease. And then I'm going on with this deeper orange color here, and I'm putting that even more in my crease. Then for the eyelid, I'm using this kind of goldish champagne color, putting that all over the lid. I want a little sparkle. And then I am putting a black pencil in my waterline and really smoking that out with an orange color as well. For painting today, I'm using this kit from Arteza. So it has a lot of colors in it. Oops, the yellow fell down. Oopsies. It has glitter in it, it has sponges, it comes with a couple of brushes. It's only $24 for this whole kit. I will have their website down below, and the paints are actually like high quality. I really enjoyed it. It came out pretty opaque, and they're amazing. They're water activated paints, so you can use them for face painting, and they came off so easy. You know, there are some paints out there that are just like so hard to get off, but this stuff came off like immediately. It was super easy, so go check them out for $24. That's a pretty good deal, and you get all those colors, so I will have that info down below in the description box. So I painted the whole patch in orange color, and I am doing a black smoky eye on this eye, and I'm just using that Topaz palette and my basket case liner from Kat Von D. Just making it real smoky on the upper lash line and the lower lash line as well. Then using the brush that comes in that Arteza kit, and I'm using the black paint from there as well, I'm doing just some little dots on the patch just to give it a little character, a little flair. Starting the texture for the Scarecrow, I'm kind of back and forth with this because I didn't really know how to get the texture I wanted. I'm just doing some, oh my gosh, what's it called? There's a word for that, but I'm just doing lines back and forth opposite from each other, and then using this textured sponge and doing some more little texture on it with the brown paint and the Arteza kit. And then I go in with a brush and add some more. I do lighter lines, I do darker lines. I'm just really back and forth with this because I was trying to figure it out. This is the first time that I've tried to do, you know, a texture like this. Like it's like burlap or something. So, you know, bear with me. I figured it out at the end. And then I'm painting my little Scarecrow nose orange as well to go with our patch. I start using that sponge down on the chest as well. And then I take a white liquid liner from NYX, and I'm just kind of making some more detail, making it more dimensional. And again, I'm just kind of back and forth with it, guys. I'm just like going all over the place with this texture stuff. I was just having fun. Oh, and this technique is called cross hatching. It took me a minute, but it was there. I knew what it was called. I think that's what it's called. That's what it's called, right? Taking this little disposable sponge that comes in the Arteza kit as well, I am peeling off some little parts of it on the bottom there so it's not so perfect, and I'm using yellow paint from the kit, and I'm just kind of dabbing that all over my face just to give a little bit more color, more dimension again. And then I'm using this Strictly Vinyl liner from NYX, and it is a brown color. It's quite a deep brown, so I'm just adding some more dimension to those little cross hatches there. Now I'm doing the little parts for the clownish type of neck here. I'm just using the brown paint and doing a few little areas more rounded towards the bottom and a little bit thicker towards the bottom. We're going to do a lot of shading and detail to these so they look really dimensional. But for now, they just look like weird stripes. So I'm going to outline the whole outer area with black paint. And then I'm going to go in with a dark brown shadow and start making the bottom corners of these little stripes a little bit darker. So it'll make it look like they're kind of indented almost. You don't want to shade the whole bottom area, just one side of it. So it looks like light is hitting one side of it. And then I go in with a little bit of black shadow too, just to make it a little deeper. I'm using that white liquid liner and just doing a little line on one edge of it, again, where the light might be hitting it from. You want to make it lighter on that side and darker on the other side, because the other side would be shadowed. Then I'm doing this little, I don't know, like noose kind of rope-looking choker thing. This is what Cassie did on hers, and I thought it was really cute, so I'm just doing some diagonal, like, oval shapes. Larger ones on the bottom, and then smaller ones on the top going the opposite direction. I then outline them all in black paint. And then I'm just shading underneath and on top of them to make them look like they're sitting on top of my little neck decor here. I'm using that light brown first, and then I'm going back in with the black color again. That just adds a lot of dimension. If you look at a shadow underneath of something, it usually cascades from the darkest color closest to the object to the lighter color going outward. Then I'm also shading some more on these little stripes we got going on here. And then with that sponge, I just went in with dark brown again and just wanted to add some more detail, make it a little darker, make it a little bit more Scarecrow-y, you know? Getting crazy in here. I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go ham. And then I am just outlining the very edges of this, so it looks like the bottoms of the neck piece is lifted. And then did some more white cross hatches with it. I did half of the mouth. I just wanted to see how it would turn out. And then before I finished the mouth, I decided I wanted to do some shading on the neck part. So I'm just shading like we did everything else. And then I am just outlining those little stripes so it looks like they're more indented. And doing some more dark brown lines on the brown stripes. Just a lot of detailing, guys. I just kept going back and forth. The more little details you add, the more realistic it's gonna look. Just keep going back and forth, adding stuff where you see fit, honestly. It's just kind of random to me. I just kind of add stuff as I go. And then I am filling on the mouth with that black paint from the Arteza kit. And I'm doing the little jagged lines around the mouth so it looks all cut up and torn up and not very perfect. And then, again, for more detailing, I'm just adding some white around some of the edges there. So the skin looks lifted once again. Adding white right to the edges makes it look like the skin is actually coming up. I finished outlining that patch. And then I did some shading around the patch as well. I also did some shading around the mouth and some of the indents there. And then I outlined my little Scarecrow nose with black paint also. Then, of course, to make sure everything's attached, right, I use my white liquid liner from NYX, and I am just doing a few little stitches here and there, some X's, some just straight lines, curved lines, I mean. And I added some white details to the little rope choker we got going on there, and some more to the brown. I'm using my Dagger tattoo liner from Kat Von D, and I'm just doing a ginormous cat eye. We know that I love a good cat eye, so I'm just going to town. Add some mascara to your top and to your bottom lashes as well. And for lashes, I decided to do some really dramatic, super thick lashes. And then I did some little C shapes around the white stitches with some black liner just to make them look like they're going into the skin. Or into our burlap, you know. Added some little pink blush, and that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to see all of my Halloween looks because I got a lot of them. And I will see you in my next spooky tutorial.